are here 65 kilometers away from Manila, here in San Fernando, Pampanga, for another triple header. It's a fourth quarter now between the Sarangani Gripper and the Davao Occidental Tigers. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat watching on Facebook and YouTube. Quarter scoring right there on your screens. The Tigers able to outscore the Gripper by 4 in that third quarter.
Yeah, huge comeback para dito sa Tigers after being down by much what, 16. Able to trim it down to 4, but started the quarter. Brillantes making another basket right there for Sarangani.
Salubre was huge for Davao towards the latter part of that third quarter, but he turns it over. That shot was well blocked. But Ken Brillantes, he has been instrumental defensively, but here getting the opportunity to make a basket para sa kanilang kupunan.
No, I just admire his activity. I mean, running the floor, out-sprinting other guards, and Pariliagas had to commit to Danny Marilao on the weak side of the floor. We just saw Brillantes right there, pretty much sealing off that area for that good finish.
That was our play of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the Mpbl. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Few more game with 1xBet. Let's go courtside to Miss Mika Besamis.
Some subplots in this game. Coach Arvin Bonleon, Coach John Calles, both were head coaches of San Sebastian, as we mentioned, one after the other. Season 99 Coach John, Season 100 Coach Arvin. So they basically know each other too well to take anything for granted today, as we can see. Besides this, kwento ni Coach Arvin, si Jeff Viernes daw for some reason, mula pa noon na nasa Batangas pa siya, pag Davao ang kalaban, fourth quarter guy talaga yan. So isa yan sa iniisip ng Davao na possible problems. But we don't even have to look that far. Clearly, there is a problem right here that the Tigers need to fix immediately. Good thing they have started. Have you, Coach Mike?
Well, thank you, Mika. Wonderful report. That explains the, I think, the added involvement for Coach John Calles in this game. Usually, nakaupo lang naman siya sa bench. You know, nag-chill lang siya dyan, calling out instructions from time to time. But first quarter pa lang, talagang tumatayo na siya.
Tumatayo na kagad.
Even got called for the technical earlier.
Oh, yes. But fashion-wise, may fashionista rin to si Coach John Calles. Diba? Kita mo naman yung mga tindig rin niya pag nag-formahan. But again, I like that Mika mentioned about, you know, they're looking at Jeff Viernes, but so far as effort-wise, the Davao Tigers have done well in the third quarter. But again, it's not just about finishing the third quarter. What's important is finishing strong the fourth quarter. You know, that where really is the game is determined.
At yan na rin ang naging problema nila the past few outings, itong Davao. You know, sometimes, or actually most of the time, they would start well, able to keep in step, keep the game close, but then they somehow fizzle out in the third or fourth quarters or both periods.
And what frustrates you, I guess, kung ikaw ay supporter nitong Davao Tigers is, you know, may pyesa no? You have high quality, high IQ basketball players that can actually compete and make good decisions in the end game. You know, let alone yung mga games na very close na we're in buzzer beating shots, nakikita mo may ganun eh. So the close games that they've actually lost, you know, they're pretty much, you know, better in terms of closing games.
There you see Coach Toto Trujillo at the helm for the Sarangani Gripper, taking over the reins from long-time Sarangani head coach John Calles, who is now in a more managerial position for their franchise. Terzo off the pass. That's rebounded by Peromingan. Agovida gets the basket through the contact there for the Tigers.
Don't you just love that lefty right there in Keith Agovida? Strong enough to finish through contact. Lalim nun ang tira na yun.
Pero 6 puntos pa lang meron ni Keith Agovida sa laro na to.
Yes, and he hasn't really shot that much dito sa game na to. That he only had, what, 6 attempts. And he's 3 of 6 from there.
The Tigers get a steal here. Escobedo.
Good kick.
Kick out to the corner. Peromingan. Good line, but a little bit too strong from the left corner. The ball will go Sarangani's way here.
Jeff Comia comes in for Tricky. And Ricky providing the much needed energy at the end of the third quarter para dito sa Tigers. But right now, they are once again down by 8.
Well, here with Jeff Comia's entry, you can expect that kind of energy plus a lot more force, especially going to the basket. Let's see how this pans out. Caliano on the block against Escobedo. Caliano doubled. Comia defending Viernes. Jeff has only scored 2 points in this game, by the way. Terzo looking inside. Comia wanted to get against Viernes. Terzo swings it. They go to the post. Finally here to Comia. With a quick kick out. Terzo now to Escobedo. Wala pa rin galing sa labas. 2 straight 3-point misses for the Tigers. Brillantes leading the break. Bounce pass. Halyare for 2.
Wow. That was brilliant. It's like a point guard right there, running the length of the floor. The guy is pretty much energized in this game. He's been really good. He's all over the place para dito sa Sarangani.
What has this guy been on these past few days? I mean, he has absolutely converted himself into a very impactful player for Sarangani. I have not seen him play this way all season.
Oh yeah, very true. If there's one knock to his game today, is he's 0 out of 3 from the free throw, but everything else has been.
Oh yeah, never mind that.
No, never
right?
mind that. He's been pretty good, and the hustles that he's offered. You know, yung takbo length of the floor to trap on a wing side trap area for a big man like him. Ang layo ng tinatakbo na yun.
And to be pressuring up top, really, very much uploadable para kay Ken Brillantes. Check out our special deal from 1xBet when you scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Arboleda is at the line. He misses on his first free throw. And the Tigers are now 9 out of 14 from the charity stripe. Actually, both teams have not been shooting well from the free throw line in this game.
It's been a struggle. 7 missed free throws para dito sa Sarangani. And, 9 of 13 so far for Davao.
Caliano drives baseline, kicks it out. Marilao could get the step on Comia.
Nice
They go
fake.
to Viernes. Arboleda was able to recover, but no problem for Mr. 50, Jeff Viernes.
You know, that shot was going in. The moment he made that fake and allowed that defense to fly by, that's all the time and space that he needs to take and make a 3.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, fourth quarter is definitely the domain of Mr. Jeff Viernes.
How about that kick right here by Danny Marilao? That fake against Harold. He actually recovered and tried to challenge that shot, but the crafty Jeff Viernes going to his 3-point weapon.
And against a regular guy, Arboleda was actually in good position challenging that shot. The thing is, Jeff Viernes is no ordinary guy.
Oh yes, he's very intentional in taking those threes.
And here he is trying to get the basketball again, pero Mingan playing very sticky defense on him. Baka natamaan pa nga sa ulo. Mix Pascual is back in the game. Brillantes getting it to go from the outside.
Oh wow! Now I've seen it all. Ken Brillantes.
Saan ba nanggaling to?
Oo nga, ibang klase.
Oh my God. The 6'6" big man connecting on his first field goal in this game for the gripper. Terzo.
Look at him again, defending that.
Pero Mingan could not hit from the outside. 62-46. Halyare. They couldn't get the basket in transition there. The Tigers have to rush.
Yeah, you gotta take that.
Terzo. Oh, even that rims out.
It's not been a good shooting night for Joseph Terzo at all. He is 0 out of 6 to my recall. He's 0 out of 7 right now. 0 out of 8, sorry.
Viernes wants a screen, gets it from Brillantes. Marilao with a pass to Pascual. Can he go back to back? Oh, misses everything there. But Juji Halyare saving it to Tricky Peromingan, who saves it to the wrong man. Mix Pascual says, teka lang, we don't need to rush. We are in the lead by 16 points.
You got numbers.
Viernes, laban sa kanyang tukayo na si Comia. Marilao wants it against Terzo. Viernes still has it. Took sa pass. Halyare. Does it settle? Halyare, a little tipsy-do. Wala yan. And Arboleda gets it on the baseline. It's Sarangani basketball.
Oh, what a sequence of a plays right here. Good recovery. How about this three right here by Ken?
This guy is absolutely making Coach John Calius' day here.
I think it's only Coach John Calius who knew that three was going in.
Wow, this is a 16-point lead para sa Sarangani Gripper under 4 minutes to play in this game. Check out our special deal from 1xBet when you scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Magandang hapon sa lahat na nanonood sa amin on Facebook and YouTube. Abby Palanya, joined by Coach Mike Perez and Ms. Mika Abisamis. This is the first game of your Tuesday triple header here at the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League's 7th season. Davao going up against Sarangani. Both these teams magkadikit sa ating Southern Division team standings. Davao is 11th, Sarangani is 12th. But here the Gripper looking very poised to take this game against Davao. Extending this lead is Junji Halyare.
11 point of the game para dito kay Junji Halyare. He's 5 out of 7 right now from the field. And somehow you're missing the good production of Jeff Comia to start the game. He was 4 out of 4 in the first quarter and a good drive right there.
I never scored after that, Coach.
Yes, he never scored after that.
He had 8 of the 12 first quarter points for the Tigers.
That is right.
Viernes right now, pinapahirapan dito ni Peromingan, nakawala. Alves at the basket, finishing up top. Ito si Kuya Alves. 8 puntos na para sa kanya. Comia making a last-ditch effort here. That's his first field goal since the first quarter.
I will still stick to my guns that there is nobody on the side of Sarangani that is strong enough and quick enough to check on Comia. The closest would be Lars Hunga, maybe.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
that makes you wonder why he did not take a single shot from the first period until now.
Exactly.
Alves, baseline jumper, wala. Halyare pulls it back down to get an extra possession for the Gripper.
Bad shot.
Alves nagmadali doon. Ball is loose. 2 players trying to contest for it. That's Bonleon and Kuya Alves. That's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow pointing the side of Davao.
Yeah, I don't like that shot at all by Koya Alves. Could have given up to Junji Halyare on the weak side of the floor. He was pretty much, least guarded guy on that side.
Well, sasabihin na naman nagsay ni Kuya Alves, Coach. Lamang naman daw sila ng 16.
Sabagay.
2 minutes and 31 remaining in this game.
I rest my case. But look at Ken Brillantes right there. He's hedging, hard showing.
Yeah, tuloy-tuloy lang sa Coach. Yung motor niya, ibang klase.
Oo. Tsaka ang bilis ng recovery, pabalik dun sa original na tao niya. He's not the, slimmest looking guy on the floor, but he's still quick to his feet.
Very nimble. Ito si Ken Brillantes.
Oh, yeah.
And if we would award an energy player of the game, I would give it to Ken Brillantes for sure.
Right. Siya na yun.
Halyare comes out. Terso, may tangan ng bola dito. Tagala, galing sa labas. Wala. Alves pulls down the rebound and gives it up to Jeff Viernes.
One good thing about Sarangani, at least for the 3 games that we've seen them play, their transferees in Jeff Viernes and Danny Marilao have really given them what they need. And, that much needed boost on the energy, production, defense, it's really very favorable for Sarangani.
That's one of Sarangani's homegrown players, Dan Gomez, checking in for the first time here in this game, with the Gripper well ahead by 16 points. A minute and 38 remaining, and having absolutely disappointed looks on the faces of Coach Arvin Bonleon and the rest of his staff. Not really the kind of birthday that Coach Onak Magtulis would want here for the Tigers. Dixer, great move of the game, born for greatness. Ricky Paromingan with that half spin and the scoop against the defense of Ken Brillantes, one of the few bright spots in this game para kay Ricky Paromingan, who has struggled greatly. And we see here Operations Chief Emerson Oreta and Security Head Rudy Distrito here at the Brenzigiao Convention Center.
At terno ang cup, ha?
Oo nga eh. Siyempre naman.
Nix.
Mga pasyonista talaga mga tao dito sa Mpbl.
Oo nga. Kaya naman ang ganda ng ating uniform na gawa ng LGR. Fashionista din ang dating.
Yun na nga eh. Maraming salamat sa LGR. Siyempre, doon talaga nagsisimula yun eh.
Oo.
Next Pascual, hindi pa siya nakakatira. Galing sa labas dito ha. He's attempted only a couple of times?
Yes. Just a couple of times. Para dito kay Mix Pascual.
Well, his shooting was not really missed here this afternoon, as the Sarangani Gripper was able to connect 7 times out of the 21 attempts this afternoon against the Tigers.
Yeah.
And with 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining in this game, it's safe to say that they will collect this victory. And the Gripper will move up to 8 and 12 to tie the Imus Brotherhood, who are currently at number 10 in the Southern Division. Davao will drop down to 7 and 11, Coach.
So medyo nagkakaroon ng separation na dun sa with that another loss para dito sa sa Davao. And so I guess the sense of urgency on your succeeding games has got to be in there. After all, you have a really good team, and at the very least, at the end of the regular season, you'd like to be in that top 10.
And this is a nice confidence boost for you, lalo na ang makakalaban mo sa next 2 games mo, parehong team sa taas ng North.
Oo.
Caloocan sa Pangasinan pala.
That is right.
And then the game after that, they'll be facing a Southern Division foe in Muntinlupa, who will be playing right after this against the Binyanta Takjel. That's gonna be a nice game to watch as well. Pariliagas scoring there, 22.5 seconds. Naibaba nila dito sa 12. But the Gripper will hold on to it with the shot clock off here. Brillantes getting the signal from Coach John Calios na huwag nang sumuti. He'll dribble out the clock here, and officially the Sarangani Gripper get their 8th win of the season.
Yep. And in impressive fashion. I mean, playing with a lot of defense,